Alrighty, let's do this. Hello. So it is now officially June, which means that it is Pride Month, and I thought that it sounded fun to finally crochet something for myself for Pride Month, because really the only Pride merch that I have are these like rainbow shorts from Target a couple of years ago, and I think it's about time I finally made something for myself. I found this really awesome pattern several months ago, and I've wanted to make something from this pattern set for a very long time, so I'm finally gonna do it. And this pattern calls for like a really thin yarn that I haven't used before, and I discovered when I was researching whether or not I wanted to do this project that the brand has rainbow colored yarn, which is amazing. So this is the yarn that I'm going to be using. It is the thinnest yarn that I have ever used. So I'm also using a really tiny crochet hook. It's a 3.75. I think the pattern called for a 3.5, but I don't have one of those, and I don't foresee using one that small really again, because I usually make stuff that's, more chunky, like this sweater vest. So now I did start this a couple days ago. I have some footage of me working on it, but I actually have to scrap everything that I worked on because camera angle might be slightly different because I'll up onto the camera and I had to save it before it fell. But anyways, I started this a few days ago. I do have to unfortunately scrap what I had worked on because I chose too large of a size. This pattern is actually sized really well, and I didn't measure myself before I started, so I'm used to having to choose like the largest size for myself, and I don't have to do it this time, which is amazing. So yeah, this pattern is really great. I will link it below so that other people can do it as well. And yeah, so I have restarted this one. I'm using the size 5 for myself, I think is what I chose. Now that I properly know which size that I need to use. But yeah, I have started just the first little chain, and then I'm going to keep working on this today. And the goal is I want to have it done in the next 2 weeks. We will see how that goes because I have another project for a friend's birthday that I'm working on, but that's the goal. So let's see if I can make this in the next 2 weeks. And yeah, let's get started, shall we? So I sat down at my desk and started crocheting away. This pattern is super easy to follow, which is really nice, especially if you know how to read crochet charts. It's very, very easy and simple to follow. I'm not going to show the chart just because this is a paid pattern and I want to respect the artist that made it themselves. But yeah, it was really fun to work on. It works up really quickly. It was also fun to work on this pattern with a color changing yarn, and one that changes a lot faster than I thought it would. Originally, I thought that it would take longer for the colors to change, but it changes really rapidly, so it creates this cool effect with the checkered pattern. And yeah, also it was getting really, really warm in the office, so I ended up changing out of my sweater vest and just into a regular old t-shirt. All in all, it was a really relaxing day of crocheting, and yeah, it worked up relatively quickly. Hello, so it is now the next day. I worked on the vest. Is it a vest? I guess it's a vest. I worked on it pretty much all day yesterday and a bit this morning. I was waiting to record because we had apartment inspections, so I wanted to wait to film until I knew that was done, and they came through recently. So anyways, yeah, I've been working away on it, and I'm happy to say that I am about halfway done with it now, so I can show you guys. So I have about this much done, which is honestly great. It's 24 rows of the like 56 or something that are in the pattern. This pattern is really cool though. I really recommend, if y'all like the finished result, checking it out, and it's nice that it has like 4 different patterns. I'm not sponsored by this creator at all, but I just definitely want to shout out this pattern because it's been really nice and very intuitive. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna keep working on this. I will check in again probably when I have this first panel done. And then I'll maybe film the second panel because basically the front and back are the exact same. So to be determined what I decide to do about that. But I'm making really great progress, and I think I can do this. I think I can get this done in the next like week, maybe. we'll see. Yeah, I'll check in again later. Oh, but little did I know how long that would actually be. So, hi, it's been like a month since I have checked in on this project. A lot has happened in that time. Yeah, so much for finishing this in a week like I originally thought I would. It's definitely taken me a lot longer, and there's a lot of levels to that. So I will say I have finished this front panel, which is great, and I have done most of the back panel, which is also great, but there's still a little bit to work on. Also, it's no longer Pride Month. It technically still is Pride in my city, so I'll be able to hopefully finish this in time for that, but at least like the official worldwide Pride is done, so because now it's July. But yeah, so I thought I would sit and chat a bit about what's been happening, where I'm at, why it's taking me so long to work on this. So yes, it has been like a month since I have touched base on this and talked about it really. I had to stop crocheting for a couple weeks. Yeah, I had to stop crocheting for a couple weeks in June just because my back was really hurting me, and so I kind of needed a break from crocheting. I'm working on this right now. But yeah, I needed a bit of a break. And then I was just really busy with other work. I got an order at the end of the month, which was great. So I was working away on that because I needed to get it out, and I actually got it out today, which is awesome. But yeah, I just have been really busy with other projects. And I got a little burnout as well. I think I was trying to do too much too quickly because, I don't know, I was just feeling really passionate about doing longer videos and posting more often, and it kind of caught up to me a bit, and I don't know, just mentally I wasn't doing the best. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop in here. I was editing the video and I realized that I maybe didn't speak on everything as much as I wanted to, so I wanted to pop in here, and now I have like a bullet point list on my computer off to the side of what I wanted to talk about, because I kind of lost the plot a bit as I was filming and talking because I'd already been talking for so long, and I think I was in a bit more of a vulnerable state at the time. So as I was working on the top, I ended up getting really bad back pain. I have been making a lot more crochet stuff this year. Like, I feel like I've doubled my output of crochet, and because of doing that, I really hurt my back. I wasn't listening to it, and I just was pushing through and being like, nah, I'm fine. And then I very much wasn't fine. So yeah, I had to take a break. I couldn't crochet for like a week or two, which made things more difficult and obviously meant that I couldn't finish the top in the time span that I originally thought I could. So that's number one. So number two is I started getting very overwhelmed by comments that I was getting on shorts. All last month I was creating characters that like filled out the rainbow for Pride. I've done it in the past a couple years ago, and so I did it again because I thought it was really fun. And I started dealing with more hateful comments than I ever have because like I've gotten some in the past. Yeah, I've been posting my work online for a couple of years now, so I'm definitely not new to getting hateful comments, but I was receiving a lot more than I usually do, and more specifically directed at the fact that I was posting artwork for Pride for the LGBTQIA plus community. So dealing with those comments for the first time was kind of rough. I didn't really discover that I was queer until the pandemic, honestly. And so, I don't know, I never really had to face those sorts of comments out in the world because, I don't know, I can walk around and people don't really clock it. So, yeah. So that's about it. I just have been getting overwhelmed from comments. I've been taking care of them and like getting rid of ones that are very hateful, and, you know, dealing with all of that. But so I'm doing okay now, but dealing with that on top of having my back hurting, not getting the project done in the timeline that I wanted it to be done, and now it having been a month since I posted. So I've been getting a bit down on myself, but it's okay. Also, it's summer and my seasonal depression is in the summertime. So I have not been doing the best mentally, but again, I'm okay. I'm handling myself, taking breaks when I need to. So that also means that this video is a bit late because of that. So again, I'm doing a bit better, so I'm hoping that I can get back into the swing of things and making stuff on a more timely basis again. So yeah, what else was I meant to talk about? I also, in that clip, I talked about my coming out. I didn't realize that I was queer until a couple of years ago. And just so you all know, I identify as bi, ace, and I use she, they pronouns. So my toes in several parts of the LGBTQIA plus community. And yeah, I just didn't realize that that's who I was for a long time. I've realized over the last few years, several crushes that I had no idea existed. And then also existing as an ace person who's also bi, you know, that just made things more confusing. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. Also, if you are family and didn't know this about me, I apologize, but it's a hard thing to talk about. So, yeah, I think that is it. So I think I can go back to the original clip that I had. Yeah, if you are part of the LGBTQIA plus community or really any marginalized community at all, just know you are loved and this is a welcoming space for anyone, and just ignore all the hate comments. I will make sure to get rid of any that may pop up on this video. So yeah, also Pride doesn't end at Pride Month. So anyway, I'll see you in the past now. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling and it's like I think 100 today out, which is crazy. So I might go sit in front of a fan and keep working on this, check in again when I'm further along. Yeah, I'll see you soon, hopefully. Actually, for realsies, I really want to finish this in the next week, so I will get this done. All right, so it is the next day. I have now finished both the front and back panel, which can show. I don't know if I showed them properly yesterday because I was still trying to finish the back panel, but here's one, here's the other. So basically at this point I need to do the like outside trim as well as the shoulder ties and then the side ties. And when doing the trim on the sides, I'm also making like the loopholes for the ribbons. So I also don't have the most yarn left, and this is my last spool, so I am very much hoping that I can get all of this done, but obviously we'll see how it goes. Yeah, also I think I might be able to finish this today, which maybe that's a little too ambitious, but I don't know. I'm gonna spend the day working on it and crocheting, so hopefully I will get it done. And yeah, I guess I should go try finishing this. So yeah, by this point, all that was left was to go around the entire outside of the top and creating those lacing details. I spent the rest of the day working on it, but decided to do the reveal the next day. All right, so after working on this for the last like month and a half or so, I can finally say that it is complete. I am so happy with it. I'm gonna put it on now just so that you guys can see it on, but I do have some pros and cons, but I'm still very happy with it. So hang on, let me change first. Here it is, complete. I am so happy with it. I think it turned out really cute, but I do have some pros and cons of this, especially if you want to replicate this using the pattern that I found, which I'm sure I mentioned this before, but I will link that pattern below. It was super easy to follow and I really liked it, and definitely want to try some of the other patterns that are in it. But anyways, yes, so some pros and some cons of this. So first of all, I think I used a bigger hook than what it recommended, and I didn't realize how much that would affect the sizing. So at first I made one of the larger sizes without measuring myself, and it was way too big, so I went down like 2 sizes, and I mean, it's still kind of big. It's a little baggier than I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be more like tight like it is in the photos that they have of it. So, but that's kind of on me. I didn't actually measure myself, and I have a tendency to make things a little bit bigger than they need to be. So, so that's on me. But yeah, just if you're gonna make this, make sure to really measure yourself and maybe make a test swatch to make sure it's measuring up the way that it's supposed to, because if I had done that, I maybe could have saved some time. The other thing is that this took about 3 spools of that really thin yarn. Literally, this is all that's left from the third one. I thought I was only going to need 2, which I guess in hindsight, if I had properly measured myself, maybe I would have needed like 2.5. But I definitely was playing some yarn chicken at the end there, which was a bit stressful. But yeah, I still think this is extremely cute and I'm really happy with it. I'm of course sad that I wasn't able to finish it in the timeline that I thought I would. So that was a little bit of a fail, but you know, I still got it done and I think it's super cute, and I think it'll be a fun thing to just have throughout the summer to just spice up my outfits. And I'm excited to wear it to Pride, which is going to be, I think when I'm posting this, it'll be this weekend in my city, which I'm excited for. I haven't actually been to a Pride event because I only discovered I was queer like a couple years ago. So, but yeah, I'm excited to wear this and have it for the summer. And yeah, I think that is everything. Hopefully I'm not forgetting to say anything, but yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see me make or do in the future, just let me know. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that jazz. Hopefully I'll get back into the swing of making every other week videos. I needed kind of a break because I was getting a bit overwhelmed, but I'm doing better now. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next couple weeks. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye. I picked yes, Appa. Okay, I'm gonna put this down. 2 does the work. Does the work? 2 is the charm. Maybe. Whatever. So I wanted to pop in again. Whoa! Appa just hopped to the window. So, all right. So, hello. Yeah, I cut my bangs recently, and I keep trying to style them the next day, and they just keep fluffing up. If anyone has like wavy, curly, third day hair bangs advice, please let me know as well, because this is driving me crazy. Oh, and I'm gonna lose battery. I should really go. Okay, bye.